I'm gonna do review of episode 38, Big Boss season 19. I think a right song that I have, which is a little modification, but I think it is a right representation of the episode. वादा किया तो निभाना पड़ेगा, मेहनत किया तो बताना पड़ेगा, पैदा किया तो पालना पड़ेगा. Guys, I think that was a right representation of the episode, and today it was all about fights between the girls and some Konika ji's opinion. Anti-feminism is boxer versus bikini as an issue, jealousy, insecurity, and so many things. And it was all about deals and no deals, yeah. So I think when it is about deals and no deals, a lot has to be spoken, and a lot will be spoken today. So I think the first thing that started the episode was Farhana, where she was put into consideration that what is she gonna do when she'll have power. Now she thinks that Nehal has got her the captaincy, and these guys have voted her in the favor for captaincy. So she thinks that if she has the power to support someone for captain, she's gonna make Nehal the captain, and if she thinks somewhere she gets the power to save someone, she will save Neelam. But she has a lot of contradictory. She wants to do deals, not take the deal. She wants to be fair. She wants to look strong. But I think, where this all the thing that has come in Farhana's head, is what Farhana thinks she speaks her mind. Farhana thinks she wants to lead the team. But what has happened is Nehal, who had no team last week, is today a spokesperson for the team B, the challengers team. So now Farhana thinks that I'm in this team, but my weightage is as equal as everybody else's. Whereas Nehal, who just come recently and has become a spokesperson of the other team, and she can speak a lot of things, and people are supporting her. I think that is somewhere the contradictory in Farhana's head, because here her number comes last. There are three boys, then there is fourth Shebaz, then there is Neelam, fifth, and then on a sixth position or seventh position is Farhana. But over there, Nehal has become the top priority because she's the spokesperson. So what has happened is her team is sitting on the bench, and these guys are doing what they have to. Okay, so I think Farhana did what they did, but Farhana's captaincy is in question from a guy whose captaincy was in question, where they said that Buzdil, faceless, vice captain, or that captain who did not have brainless captain. So many things were said. Yeah, Salman Bhai had said so many things. I remember. Yeah, I've written it down. So I just want to say that he might have like Bajaj thinks too much. But somewhere, what about his captaincy? I had written so many things. I'm just taking a note of it, guys. Give me a second. I written all that points, baseless captain and all that. Where it is gone? Sometimes I write so much and then gone. Anyways, let's leave. Let's move on to the next thing. Maybe when I remember it, I'll just talk about it. So Bajaj, whose captaincy was in the biggest question, he's trying to remove too many questions on Farhana's captaincy. I'm not saying Farhana is great as a captain, but Farhana's captaincy is what she is doing. So somewhere Bajaj keeps on claiming that she's a failed captain, she's a zombie, she's a pleaser captain, and all that. Now, things that is coming from Bajaj, who itself was a failed captaincy, because Salman by on a weekend cover did tell him that your captaincy was as shit as anything, or you got a lot of advice and you did what others told you. So you were a puppet captain. Now a puppet captain is calling someone else a failed captain. How stupid is this? Like, I'm dishonest and I'm calling someone else dishonest. I think that's the logic that Bajaj is applying. Anyways, whatever happens, happens for good. Okay, now there is the conversation that Big Boss started. There is Neelam Bachao Andolan that is going from last 2 weeks. Now, I just want to tell you, when you are friends, right? When we are a bigger group of friends, and we know that Amal will not go out of the house. Zishan Bhai is confident that he will not go out of the house. Shebaz is confident that he will not go out of the house. Basir is confident when he will not go out of the house. So their fifth member is Neelam. So somewhere they're worried for Neelam, is why they keep on telling that Neelam को सेव करो, मतलब try to save Neelam as to a point where it is possible. Now this is a deal they give because they are not in danger. The time when they will come in danger, that options will not be there. But currently Neelam and all of them are there, and even Tanya is confident. So I think somewhere it's a confident group, and there is a group which is non-confident. So out of that, Neelam is what they guys want to protect. I don't think anything is wrong. In friendship, we do what? We do that only. Na? When I am confident, my friends are confident that we'll do better, we'll do good. We will try to motivate the last person, we'll try to protect him, and we'll try to make sure that this person in our journey goes along with us. And maybe a lot of people don't know, but Neelam is nowhere weak, but they are still trying to protect her. So as Big Boss said, Neelam Bachao Andolan chal raha hai. Don't you think the other guys are doing that only? They're trying to target Neelam more oftenly because they want her to be in that elimination with her, and they are thinking that the first person to go out from the entire group would be Neelam. So they want to target Neelam, or they think that even Zishan Bhai can go out. But anyways, Big Boss is very smart. He does what he does, and I will talk about how Big Boss today outplayed the task. Huh? I'll tell you because a lot of people will have not spoken about it, but I will speak the truth. Anyways, let's come to the nomination. So normally nominations you get some power. So normally you get power to say people. This time they got the power to nominate or eliminate, but nominate someone who will be directly nominated for elimination. So the task was about water and submarine, and somewhere it is submarine versus ships. So submarine were attacking the ships. More like a defense strategy kind of a thing. Now I just want to tell you guys, you might have noticed that why you needed 3 rockets to destroy a boat, and the objective of keeping it an open forum voting was simply to get more people in nomination. I'll tell you why. See, what happens is if I and 7 people vote one person, for an example, I'm just giving an example. If 7 of us only vote Kunika ji, so Kunika ji will get 7 votes. Okay. So because of 7 votes getting gone to one person, the number of people to be nominated will be less. So what these guys are thinking, when you limit it to 3, so after 3 people, that person is nominated, and once that person is nominated, people will spread their votes to other contestants. And when you spread their votes to other contestants, out of 14 contestants, there were 8 contestants who were nominated. So Big Boss wanted as many as possible nominations. Big Boss got as many as possible nominations. Big Boss got 8 nominations. And you know why this is required? Because Big Boss then can save Kunika ji, can save other people, and maybe can save Zishan Bhai also, because he knew somewhere Zishan Bhai can be also target. So I think Zishan Bhai will be saved this week. Let's see how it goes forward. Zishan Kadri. I'm just trying to see, guys, how much followers has Zishan Kadri got. I'm just trying to see. Don't feel bad about it. Instagram. One sec. I just want to see, can he be saved? Because I think number of followers are very less of Zishan Kadri. I think not bad. Yeah, from a 66K, he's grown 4 times. He's gone to 70 to 80. So Zishan Kadri will be saved because all these 240 votes that he's got from his Big Boss, and from Big Boss, whatever is good vote he's got, he's gonna most likely be saved. So Zishan Kadri is doing improvement. He's got 4x vote from the vote that he started with. So it's a great news for Zishan Kadri. So he's anyways going to be saved because Big Boss will save him. Kunika ji will be saved. Tanya will be saved. It could be Neel. It could be Nehal, Neelam, Ashnoor, or Praneeth. I think Neelam will also be saved. So I think somewhere Praneeth, Nehal, and Ashnoor, I think the conflict is there. Maybe there would be no elimination, or there would be an elimination of Praneeth. I think Nehal also they will try to save Big Boss. That's the strategy I'm telling you guys. So I'll tell you who all are now nominated, and then I'll talk about whatever the nomination, because you guys also know who all are nominated. So Nehal is nominated, Ashnoor is nominated, Neelam is nominated, Kunika ji is nominated, Zishan is nominated, Praneeth is nominated, Amal is nominated. So eventually the people that are most likely to go out or get eliminated is either Praneeth, either Neelam, either Nehal, or either Ashnoor. Others, I'm saying that all are safe because Big Boss will save them. Amal will not go basis vote, and I don't think Konika will be sent home initially now. Not now. Tanya is nominated. Tanya will also not go. So I think that's the thing. Now let's talk about each other's nomination, who voted home, and the fight behind each other's nomination. So Farhana did a very great job to vote Ashnoor, because I felt Ashnoor is come in this show to impress a guy. She's doing that. She's come to get a boyfriend. She's doing that. Now her intention is marriage or sex. That too they can't do in this house, right? So if her intention is marriage, then it has to be done outside the house. Or if her intention is to have some good amount of attention. I don't want to say sexual, I just want to say attention. If that is something that she wants, and also that is supposed to be done out of the house. So for both the reason, I think Ashnoor's objective has been achieved. And if Ashnoor's objective has been achieved, I think it is good time for her to go out of the house. Anyway, she'll not go now, but eventually time is up. If she's come with a lot of money, I'm just saying, because if she's taking a lot of bomb terms of money, so I think if the amount of money they're paying her to finding a boyfriend in a show like Big Boss, I think Big Boss will try to save that money and send her home. Because every week, if she's coming for 10 lakh rupees a week, why would Big Boss want to spend a crore on her girl who's not even worth it? Yeah. So I think she did a very great nomination to Ashnoor. Ashnoor does feel that Farhana thinks she's a competition. Because I'm saying this because Ashnoor, when she came to nominate, she said few things. She's worried about footage, competition, and then what? Insecurity. Lol. I just want to say, why would Farhana feel you're a competition? I don't think Farhana will feel Ashnoor as a competition for a simple reason, guys. Ashnoor's objective is much different than Farhana. Farhana has come to win the show. Ashnoor has come to find a boyfriend, get married, or get laid. And if that is the objective, why would Farhana feel competition? Why would Farhana feel insecure? If Farhana wants to get this, she will get this out because her objective in this show is to win. She wants to show that she can lead the show. I think Farhana's objective is that. So I don't think Farhana and Ashnoor are anyway a competition. Farhana might have come at a cheaper cost. She will survive a longer. But I think Ashnoor, if her cost is too high, maybe this week, next week, or after that. In 60 days, I think one of the big celebrities are going. It could be either Mittal, either Ashnoor or Gaurav. Let's see who goes first. The bigger celebrities, like I'm saying bigger in terms of bigger followers, Ashnoor, bigger follower Mridul, and television face. In 60 days, we will come to know one of the bigger guys will go. Okay, I'm predicting it. Let's see. Okay. Now after that, we had Madam Nehal. Nehal said that Tanya is narcissist, a narcissist. And then she said that she is shatir and she goes on and she is full of lies and she wants to reveal her truth. So Nehal doesn't like Tanya. She voted Tanya. Nehal also voted Zishan by. Nehal had fights with Basir. Nehal don't agree with who? Amal, but she chose Zishan by because she's thinking if she gets nominated, she would want a weak contender. I don't say it's a wrong strategy. It's a great strategy, but you're fighting with one and you're trying to get weaker people in nomination. I think this is somewhere I think you don't have balls to nominate the people that you'll be having fights with. But anyways, Zishan, she said that he's a third level backfoot player. I think last week she was saying that he's a mastermind. Anyways, third foot back foot player can be a mastermind as well. So Nehal, thumbs up. You did what you had to. So great nominations. Neelam goes and nominates Abhishek and Nehal, and her points were very clear. She said that Abhishek does jagada, huh? For Foucault reasons, he finds Mudda, and somewhere he is only bonding with Ashnoor, or he is behind Ashnoor, or Ashnoor is behind him. I think for a valid reason, she nominated the guy she felt she doesn't like him, and she validly nominated that guy rather than voting Praneeth or someone else. The weaker sections, she didn't do all of it. She normally targeted the right set of people who will be in the top five. A guy, makeup guy, I'll tell you. I think because we are talking about it, I think top five will be Basir, Amal, Bajaj will be in the top five. I think Gaurav can be in the top five. If Gaurav picks up, yes, he will be in top five. Shehbaz also can be in top five. Tanya can be in top five. I think I have 7 people currently. I think these guys are going to be in top five. Yeah, that's my view. So I just want to say that. So Neelam chose Abhishek, and when she chose Abhishek, she went to target the right people. Because Neelam never thought, why don't I get Praneeth into nomination because he could be weaker, he can go out. She didn't try to get other people who she can consider weak. She can nominate anybody like that way, but she did not do that. So I generally want to say that Neelam is pure-hearted. She's a great player because she does clear nomination. Then she nominated Nehal because she doesn't like Nehal. Nehal is a person who is giving interest in other people's conversation, trying to bring rift in other people's opinion. And this is what Nehal is playing, and this is what something Neelam doesn't like, and that's why she got Nehal into nomination. So I think Neelam is somewhere a pure-hearted girl, a pretty pure-hearted girl. There's love for Neelam. Neelam today said, "I love you" to Amal. she doesn't know that there is a lot of people who would want to say I love you, Neelam. I'm also one of them who want to say I love you, Neelam. But because you're a nice person and a great human being is what I feel. Because your game is not towards the game. You have targeted people who you thought are doing stupidity, and you did that. Anyways, you're not trying to target Praneeth because he's gonna get less vote, or Ashnoor basis that Ashnoor was anyways nominated, but you're not trying to hit the weaker section of the people. Okay. Now Zishan Bhai voted Kunika, and Zishan Bhai normally Mudda is solid, but today I felt somewhere is Mudda was a little off, because he said he voted for Roti Ke Mudda. For that he voted Kunika ji. But I'm more than happy because Kunika ji is nominated, because Kunika ji's game is getting violent, aggressive. She's looking cunning, and her claims are unlimited, which I think is something that I'm not liking. I would have want to give her a lot of respect, but I don't expect that kind of a game from a 60-year-old lady. So I'm not liking Konika right now. So Konika ji, I was supporting you only for the fact reason, because there were 10 or 12 people attacking you, and that is something I was not liking. But I think your game is getting dirtier each day, and if we don't stop it now, you will get more dirtier. You will get Nagin ki maa ka role or Saas Bahu Sajish wala role. You will get a lot of show after this, but you are getting day by day uglier, dirty, and your viewpoints are very negative. You silently twist conversations. You try to forget it, and then you have issues with people's boxer, and you have no issues with people wearing bikini. I'm just saying, guys. Okay. We'll come on to that topic. After that, Ashnoor voted Amal. I think she said that Amal is someone who says something in the face and then she says sorry. I think she voted Amal. Great. Sheba, and then she voted Shehbaz. पीछे पड़े हुआ रहता है, मतलब always behind her, and he normally says a lot of things on this face, and he jokingly put down people. I just want to say that Ashnoor, that is talent. If he can joke in front of you and put you down and disrespect you in a way that is not disrespectful, but tell you things that he wants to tell you, I think that is pure talent, Ashnoor, which you don't have, and I think Shehbaz has. So I want to just say, Shehbaz, great. You generally have the talent, because jokingly also you tell what is in your heart, and everybody can come to know what happens. Okay. I'll just reply to this makeup by RK. RK, my top fives are Basir, Amal. Simple reason. Basir is my top five. Amal is my top five. I think Tanya will be my top five. Gaurav will be my top five. Bajaj might also make it to the top five. Yeah, I think these are the people, and maybe Shehbaz will also land his place. I just hope. I don't know. But I think these are the people I am considering in my top five. So do not say that I'm only being biased to one team. I'm just saying two sides of the people, which I think will be in the top five. I don't see Mridul and all of them making to the top five. Okay. Let's come to Mridul's vote. I think Mridul's vote was most baseless voting that I've seen. He voted Tanya for her issues, and he voted Zishan Bhai because Zishan Bhai is doing Neelam Bachao Andolan. Now Mridul comes from the same locality or the same set of audience, from a BR or a UP, right? And Mridul is having issues that these guys are trying to save Neelam, whereas Neelam is Mridul's friend. Wow, Mridul. I think you are people's people, because people that are voting for you might be also liking Neelam, and you are trying to nominate someone else because she's trying to save Neelam. Wow, bhaiya, wow. Claps for Mridul. I think Mridul showed true personality, whereas someone from your own locality or from a north, and there are people trying to save her, and you're nominating them because they're trying to save Neelam. Wow. So Mridul's point of view is like that magga that was broken yesterday. Mridul's point of view is like that magga, waste or useless, or it should be broken. Now let's come to Basir. Basir is having issues with whom? Nehal, Kunika and Praneeth. These are the people he nominated. Kunika and Praneeth. Now a lot of people will say, why didn't he not nominate Nehal? For a simple reason, Nehal would have got nominated. Kunika ji had just got one vote, and Praneetha has not even got one vote. So he wanted to put votes at places because others people will have more option. Otherwise, voting will go directed to certain sections. He's a smart player. Because Praneeth had 0 vote, he opened the voting for Praneeth. Second, he voted Kunika because Kunika had got only 1 vote. He voted the second vote for her. So very smart. He's having issues with them. He's doing that, and he did not vote for Nehal for a simple reason, because Nehal would have got nominated basis the calculation, because someone or the other who were left behind would eventually nominate Nehal for sure. Is why he, as a smart player, did a right choice. I felt great, because I said, so he said Kunika ji ke harkate is annoying. She gets physical. She's abusing, and she's also pushing. Is why he nominated this one. Praneeth, I think he gets involved. Nahi Dikta is most of the time lost. I think this is his point of view basis that he nominated Praneeth. Now let's go to Gaurav. Oh, this brilliant man. I have a monologue for Gaurav here. Guys, you will feel bad if you're Gaurav's follower, because now next 3 minutes or 5 minutes I'm gonna talk shit about Gaurav, and you guys might not like it. I'll just be very honest. Gaurav is a guy who voted Tanya because Tanya had a deciding vote, and because of which Gaurav did not become a captain. Gaurav is still living in the past, and he's nominating people because people did not vote for him. How small are you, Gaurav? And this is your game, and this is your perception. You don't hate anybody. You don't have valid points about anybody. You don't think someone is playing strategy, someone playing dirty. You don't have all that issues. You don't like Basir. You could have voted Basir, but why didn't you not vote Basir? Gaurav, what kind of a game is this? See, you might have different opinion, but you voted Tanya for a decider of vote and for a captaincy. You will become captain later, and why are you getting desperate now? And you, even if you would have become captain, captaincy is not easy. And someone that you have got in the game, Farhana became a captain, so you are having issues. Tanya voted for Farhana, but not you, and you're stuck there. It's 1 week or 4 days past that, and for that you're nominating this one. There are 7, 8 people who did not vote for you, or there are guys who might have promised you and did not vote for you. You could have got them into nomination, but you chose Tanya because somewhere you think Tanya is a weaker player, is why you nominated her. I think that's the logic behind it. But anyways, Gaurav is Gaurav. He knows what he does, because I think Gaurav's game is the most shittiest game. I just want to tell everybody, if Gaurav has come for a maximum prize or highest prize, before the 60th day, you will be out of this house, because it is 38 days now, 22 days more. In 22 days more, one to his wife will come in this show, as Gaur came. His wife will come in this show, or Gaurav will be thrown out. If his wife comes in this show, there will be 2 weeks of chances that they will give Gaurav. And after that, I think Gaurav will have to pack his bag. If he's come for a higher cost and he's not playing the game. A lot of people know Gaurav, because these guys, I think when they get contestant, they do a lot of psychology test. And based on psychology test, they know Gaurav can get meaner, worse, and expressive and aggressive. But if they have invested on this stock and this stock is not going to perform for a price that they have paid, then I think Bali chadega. Halal honge. But this is what I say. Like Gaurav will be thrown out of this house. So mostly 60 to 70 episode. I want to put it cut off his 60th. If not 70th, Gaurav will go home if he doesn't pick up his game, because his game has not improved from last where it was. Now I want to say that he voted for Neelam because Neelam put a black mark on Gaurav. Gaurav, do you understand that task was about who would not be part of a thumbnail, and she chose you, and basis the task, even Salman Bhai told you that you are not to be seen, you're not worth being in a thumbnail, and that is a very right answer which Neelam gave. If Neelam gave very right answer, today you're nominating her because she put you a black mark. Gaurav, are you that small in this game that you're going to target the weaker players, considering you think these guys will go out, and then you're going to give reasons like this, and then you think this is strategy, and then you think you're smart? I think you're not smart at all, bro, because this is the most shittiest game I've ever seen. Gaurav, sachi mein shittier game. Gaurav, yaar, I feel so sorry for him. I just genuinely feel sorry for him. He needs to wake up, give him coffee, give him tea, cut his money, yaar. He's waste. And if he's come for a cost like 15 lakhs a week, I think it's high time before 6 weeks you should send him, because the amount of money that we spent on Gaurav, I think someone's life could be made, and that guy's life should be made. Yeah? There are guys who are contributing a lot in this show, and they should get the opportunity. So I think I rest my case for Gaurav here, because he's not worth it. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Bajaj. Now Bajaj voted for Neelam and Amal. I just want to talk about this thing very clearly, because I just pointed it out. Ashnoor voted Amal, Bajaj voted Amal, Praneeth voted Amal. Yesterday, if you remember, yesterday or day after before, when Aves went out, Bajaj was the person who was saying that we are only 3 people in the group, which is Ashnoor, Praneeth, and Bajaj. And basis that, see, their decisions were so clear. They targeted the same set of people because Ashnoor went first, Bajaj went second, and Pradeep went third. But their nomination was so similar. Amal first. Second, Neelam. Ashnoor never voted for Neelam. She voted this one because Neelam had got vote before only. I think. Yeah, I think Neelam had got vote before from someone. Na? Yeah, so I think that is the reason that that vote had not landed where it had to. But I just want to say that these guys somewhere planned it. They're not showing it, but it is very clearly planned because 24 hours these guys are not planned it, but everybody has at least that much of brain that who you have to target because mostly it was 95% right nomination, which where all of their voting was similar. Only for Ashnu choosing Shehbaz, that was the only difference. But normally they voted for Neelam. Now let's come to their reasoning. He thinks Neelam is Bewakoof, Bel Buddhi. And after the nomination, he's going and talking to Neelam and telling, bro, you don't speak, you don't have brain, and I'm trying to give you advice. Bro, who wants your advice? You are thinking she's Bel Buddhi, but you are a big Bel Buddhi, bro. Brainless man child. A duplicate of Shaleen. And let's come to Praneeth because Praneeth also did the same nomination. So he's nominated Amal saying that sorry bolta hai, galti karta hai, and I think Bajaj also did the same thing. And for Neelam, he said that Neelam doesn't have stand or bold nahi pati hai. Wow. Anyways, now I want to talk about Konika ji's nomination. Konika ji nominated Zishan and Basir. Konika ji is having issues with Zishan and Basir. She nominated both of them. So great nomination because she's having fights with them. Great. I'm giving a thumbs up to them. Now, I think she clearly mentioned thing that Basir is Battamiz. He likes to intimidate people with his body, and he is Halkat. And Basir had a very quick comeback saying that जो किसी के प्लेट से खाना निकालता है is more Halkat, #Halkat. I think very smart. Basir is smart. He's using his brains for nomination. He's using his brains to give replies, and he's solid. He's solid here. Okay. So Basir is gonna do a lot great. Yeah, support Basir because he's actually using his brain. Because if I have points against Basir, I will talk about Basir on other issues as well. Amal did Konika and Praneeth. He doesn't like Praneeth. He voted Praneeth. Literally illogical point he feels for Praneeth, and Konika is saying इनका बेटा हर week बदलता है. I think it's a great nomination because Konika ji is someone who keeps on changing perspective or ideology in the game, and she normally has different perspective basis different teams she joins in. Okay, so I think Amal's nomination was great. Thumbs up. Tanya voted Nehal, and she said jealousy, and then you know what happened with that word jealousy. I will talk about it, but let's talk about the nomination, finish the nomination, and then we'll do about it. And then she voted Praneeth because Praneeth had got almost 1 vote. So she normally put both the votes into places where both will get into nomination, which was very smart of her. Even Big Boss understand that she is smart. That's why they normally send her last or they call her for the second last or all of that. So Tanya voted Nehal, called her jealousy. Praneeth, they said, because he was calling Shehbaz Paltu Kutta, for that she nominated because she likes Shehbaz a lot. So great. Now Shehbaz, he had no option left because most of them were nominated. There were hardly any people left. He rightly said, जिनकी उसको फाड़नी थी वो तो डूब चुके हैं. I agree to it. So he had no other option to vote Abhishek, but Abhishek wouldn't have got nominated, but he called him Paltu. And Mridul, because he had no other option left, he would not nominate his friends. Okay. Now let's come to the fights. So today we saw fight between Nehal and Tanya. And between all that fight, I think there were so many things Nehal said. I think at this weekend ka war, Nehal will get a lot of bashing, a lot of backlash. And I'm telling you, somewhere Nehal thinks Tanya is not deserving. But I just want to say that Tanya will shine because of Nehal, because Nehal today claimed so many things. One jealousy word triggered Nehal to next level, and then she started claiming things that what she has achieved, Tanya will never achieve. I want to know what Nehal has achieved. She's become Miss Diva, right? Nehal has become Miss Diva. Tanya is Miss Asia Tourism something. One. Nehal might have achieved money. Tanya is rich. Nehal is come on Big Boss. She is in the Big Boss. Nehal will go out of Big Boss before Tanya. And this is true. This will happen. because Neil today went on to claim so many things, and she said that जो मैंने हासिल किया है वो आप कभी कर नहीं पाओगे. Indirectly means that what I have achieved you will never be able to achieve. I think that this is something that we don't even tell our dushmans. You know, there are family conflicts. We say a lot of bad things, but we don't say that, oh, what I've achieved you will never achieve. Never, never do that. I think, and this is where she will get bashed. And what do you know that your whatever your achievements are, you would want to go to the moon, and this woman might want to go to galaxies. Objectives can be very different. You want to eat 100 vada pav. She would want to open a vada pav factory. Her objectives or her requirement can be much different than what Nehal yours are. And then you're claiming that you can't achieve what she has achieved. And then you are an issue that she comes from a well-to-do family. You can't do anything of it here. I'm just saying. I'll come on that also, but let me finish on that thing. So हासिल नहीं कर सकते. One, that is stupid. Then second is that both काम किया है Nehal ने. And then Nehal claimed that she is a daughter of a flower maker. Okay, first though, I want to congratulate her father that Nehal's English is so better that her father's actually worked hard on Nehal to get her to speak like this. Nehal also worked hard to speak a language like this. But claiming that your father comes such down to earth and then your conversation is nowhere down to earth, Nehal. So Nehal's conversation was completely opposite than the example she gave in, because she said that our father was a flower maker. And then her point of view is that what I have achieved, you will never be able to achieve. What hard work we have done, you will not able to. Who says rich guys don't hard work? I'm just saying, Ambani opened a petrol pump and he made a lot of money. So many people started with a petrol pump. I'm giving an example. My father could have done from a petrol pump. So many people could have started from a petrol pump. To an extent, there are so many people who had a better start than Ambani from a petrol pump. But did they become that rich? No. So you don't know. It is God's grace, God's power. And if God wants to make you that rich, He is making you. Now Ambani has become Ambani. A lot of people are saying Ambani cheat, Ambani this, Ambani that. But God is there, na? If God wants to screw Ambani, He can just call him up. That is in no one's hand, right? And if Ambani is making wealth after wealth, it is God's hand on him. He might have done something better. Why is not God is not giving that amount of wealth to me, not to Nehal? Why? So these people are claiming that rich people have not done hard work. You don't know their struggle could have been much different. Now Ambani has so much of money. He can buy every organ in my body 100 into X 100 times. 100 different hearts, 100 different blood. He can do everything. But he has weight issues. He has health issues. Can that be resolved? No. Everybody has different problems, Nehal. I don't know. How do you think? And you have an issue that you got someone got in plate. Now I just want to say that Sachin is a cricketer. He understood cricket well. His son career, if he wants to shape, he will make them a cricketer only. Na? My father was a government servant. He would wish that I get a government servant job. Ambani was a businessman. He would wish his sons to be businessmen. Adani's, I'm just saying, like Gautam Adani is a businessman. His sons are where, his sons or daughter are in business only. Na? If you know a certain line, you try to promote there. Shah Rukh Khan is an actor. He will try to promote them into an actor only. Na? So people claiming that, you know, you got it on your plate. Their fathers could have afforded the plate. That's why they got it in the plate. This is not their problem. They will have different struggles because it might. Shah Rukh Khan is almighty in terms of Bollywood. I'm just saying he is almighty there, but can he assure that his daughter and his son will have much more stardom than he has? Can he assure that? No. Sachin is god of cricket, but can he make another god of cricket? That also his son? No. So what he's got doesn't mean that kids will get it, even if you give them the best plate. And how it is Tanya's problem, she's had the opportunity to start with from a plate. And I'm just saying, Tanya is lying. But Tanya is lying, but that's a strategy. I used to not like it, but now I'm started liking it for a simple reason. I've started accepting a fact that that is her strategy. If your strategy is to remove people's coal, or ijjat, that is her strategy. Maybe that is her lies, and she is living in a dreamy world. And I know certain people who live like that. People are like that. So I'm started assuming that she is one kind of a character, which is she's in her own Disney world, and this is a strategy to survive in this game, and this is a strategy to grow in this show. So how is it wrong? And I'm telling you, Nehal, You might be a flower guy's daughter, but it will be sure that you will go out of this house before Tanya. You will make Tanya shine. Tanya was getting shine by her false stories and all of it. But now Tanya will shine because of you, because you are that Pitambari who will polish the copper, and the copper will shine. This is what I feel. You're the Pitambari. I think you're that shining powder where you apply on a copper magga, the copper thing will shine. I think that is the reality. You will make Tanya shine. Nehal, write it down. You will be out of the house before Tanya will, and because of you, Tanya will shine more. Because first she had to lie to be in this house. Now you will get so dirty that she will actually shine. I want to say this one line. कीचड़ में कमल खिलता है, ये कीचड़ नेल के कीचड़ में तानिया खिलेगी, ब्लूम होगी, ग्रो होगी और एक टॉप की कंटेंडर बनेगी गाइस. क्लियर कट है, ये लिख लो, ये असलियत होने वाली है. People will start liking Tanya more because of Nehal, because Nehal is going to put a pile of shit on her, and you know, when there's a lot of things happening with you, people start associating with someone who's bearing it all. So don't worry. So Tanya, it's good that she's attacking you. You will shine. Okay. Now the next mudda, Punika ji's mudda, Chaddi ka mudda. I think Shehbaz was wearing a boxer, and he was changing a boxer at a bathroom and a changing room. So bathroom section is not an holding section; it is a luggage come changing room come lot of things. I have seen girls putting their bra strip. I've seen boys pulling their changing their shorts. I've seen people changing so many things. I've seen even this guy changing his shorts. Abhishek, Mridul. I've seen all of that. Now, because Kunika ji had an issue with this chadda, which is a boxer, and she spoke about it, and she did not initially make an issue. So I think somewhere I felt that Shehbaz will land in trouble because he made it a big issue. But I think Shehbaz's point was very valid, because he was very upset with that Kunika is saying something like this, where he used to take stand for Kunika. I think from that POV, he was coming and he was talking about it. And between all of this conversation, Kunika ji just made a recommendation that you should not change in front of me. You should change here, there, whatever. I think till that it was fine. But I think Kunika ji later again spoke about this topic when she was again with some other people, when I think she was having a conversation with Nehal, and she removed this topic once again. Not there when Shehbaz was wearing a full kurta, that is the time when she removed this topic again. And now she landed in trouble. I felt before that maybe Salman Bhai will shout at Shehbaz saying that, bro, she just requested and recommended you. You should have done that. Maybe it might have felt bad, and she's talking good for you. For that reason, Salman would have shouted or might have sunnaud Shehbaz. But I think that was still okay at the beginning. But when she again removed that topic, I don't think that is required, because that's when Nehal said anti-feminism. I just want to say that if boxer is a problem, we see so many girls in bikini. On Instagram, there are people with bikini and bra. So that is also bad, na? Because girls are looking pretty, it is more revealing. So it's all okay. But a guy, because I'm just saying, if it was Milind Soman in that shorts, people would have loved to see him. But it is Shehbaz in boxer, and people would not like to see him. Is why it has become dirty. It is like simply saying that bad words in a bastard is okay than a kutta. Like, because bastard is sounds okay in terms of language, but a kutta love sounds like derogatory. Yeah. I think that's the reason, or that's the objective, because if a bikini is okay, I think a boxer is okay. If it was Milind Soman and changing his boxer, I think the world would want to see him. So, because Shehbaz is not that good looking guy, so there is an issue. And if there is an issue, I just want to say there are so many girls who wear bikini and all that, and it doesn't make sense to me also, because I am not willing to want to see them in bikini. But is it world's problem? No, it's my problem. So if you have an issue that he's wearing boxer and you didn't like it, you told him once and you close your eyes. He's not trying to purposely do it in front of your eyes. He was changing. You were there. You felt. You said it. But I thought somewhere bikini and boxer issue was somewhere blown out of proportion. Kunika ji was absolutely wrong there. And I just want to say, Kunika ji, I think you have an issue. You will get a lot of shows after this, but I think you are not going to look nice. It's good that you don't have a bhav. And your opinion on Tanya also, I forgot to speak on that. You are saying that she got on the plate. So, Kunika ji, what I can do is, you are an actor. You did a lot of efforts to grow your child. After they were born, you should have left them in a kachra ka dabba, na? Let them grow to become what they are. Let them survive on their own. This is a point where Zishan Bhai said, and it was very valid point where he said that if it mattered to you, then you should have left your own kids in a kachra ka dabba and seen. Now your son came in this show. Salman Bhai said he's a fabulous actor, he's a singer, he's giving some songs to him and blah 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 bullshit. Now I just want to say that because he's your son, he got that platform. Otherwise, will he get a chance to meet Salman Bhai or Salman Bhai would have entertained him? No, absolutely not. So when your son can get that platform, if I want to meet Salman, can I meet him in my entire life? I might never get to meet him. But your son got because of your son got to come on this show because you're in this show. So how is it fair? So as rightly said by Zishan Bhai, when your kids were born, you should throw them in a dustbin and then see what they become. Why did you make them become a gentleman? And then you're saying your son is a gentleman. Arey yaar, you are only marketing him and then you're having issues and then you're saying that they got it on the plate. Then everybody's got it on the plate, yaar. And they could afford the plate, that's why they got in the plate. You could have afforded something else, you got it. Now Sachin was very poor. He became god of cricket by his hard work. Now when he's made so much, he's gonna make sure that his kids will have better plates to live, better life to live, and better things to do in life, right? Now that is Sachin's mistake? No, right? So I just want to say, Konika ji, bullshit. Your conversations are bullshit. Your logics are bullshit. You will grow in this show, but not go to that finale. You are Sherni, but you are that Sherni that eats her own bacha. Oh, you're that Nagin that eats her own eggs. I think that's a more right reference. You're that Nagin that eats her more eggs when she is hungry, but she's not trying to save. So you will deliver more eggs, but you'll eat them as well. And apart from that, I loved this thing, Neelam. I love you, Neelam, because Neelam wanted to say I love you too, Amar. I'm saying this not because I just want to marry her. I'm just saying she's a pretty nice human being. She deserves a lot of love. Give her a lot of love. She is a nice human being. And I'm just saying from that reason, I don't think Neelam will marry me also. But she's absolutely a nice person. She has feelings for Amal, but Aman doesn't has love for her. But when Neelam will come out, she will get a lot of love from a lot of people. A lot of guys would want to marry Neelam. Trust me. And if no one, if she's not finding, I'm ready to marry Neelam. She wouldn't say yes to me though, but she is such a wonderful person that I don't care. I'm a South Indian, but I might have never thought that I would marry a UP girl or this thing. But I'm ready to marry Neelam because she is absolutely wonderful human being. I feel I might not be as good looking as she is, or maybe not our type, but I'm just saying she deserves love. So I'm just wanting love to be given to her. Okay. And now we know first there was victim card, now there is anti-feminine. And see now the girl who's talking anti-feminine, she's fighting with Tanya. Ashnoor is fighting with Farhana. Neelam is fighting with Nehal. Konika ji is fighting with Tanya. Then who else is, which all girls are there? I think these are the only girls. Na 5-6 ladkiyan bache hai. So I think these are the only girls. If I've forgotten anybody, I think the girls are doing their bit, and then they're saying people are anti-feminine. I think women are only anti-feminine because I have always seen women fighting with women more than women fighting with men. So that's my logic. The last statement. I think, guys, thank you for your time. Please share your love, like, share, subscribe. If you do not like my opinion or you don't agree with my opinion, no issues. You can unsubscribe me or dislike me. And one more thing, I just want to recommend you guys, just follow one person, not everybody. And good night to you guys who are watching it now, and good morning and good evening to everybody who watch it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Thank you guys. I think I will end here. If anybody has any question, they can put it on comments, and if they do, great. If they don't, I have no issues, guys. So thank you for people who are watching, taking their time to even stay at 12:30 and watch content. I just want to say thank you because you guys are supporting for us to grow each day and every day. That's it. Thank you, guys. Please, if you have time, just put me on comments. If I do something great in life, I would want to share that love back to you. I don't know how do you do that. Just put your name so I remember it, because I don't know your names are what, but please do that so that if I remember and if I do something better in this zone in YouTube, I would want to personally say thank you to whenever I can. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye. Good night.